I took it because the eviction notice in my pocket felt like a burning coal. Mrs. Halloway, the head housekeeper, made the rules clear on my first night. Be invisible, be silent, and never, under any circumstances, disturb the master of the house. Alexander Sterling wasn't just a man, he was a force of nature, a billionaire recluse who haunted the West Wing like a ghost in a bespoke suit. For 3 months, I was nothing more than a shadow. I dusted his library while he was at work and polished the silver while he slept. I saw him only in passing, a cold glare across the foyer, the scent of expensive scotch and cedarwood lingering in the air after he walked by. My life was small, contained in the servants' quarters, sending every penny I earned back home to my mother's medical bills. But silence has a way of becoming loud, and invisibility is hard to maintain when you're the only 2 people awake in a 20-bedroom mansion. It happened on a Tuesday. A storm had knocked out the power in the city, but the generators hummed with a low, vibrating thrum. I was in the library, trying to rescue an antique rug from a leaking window, when the doors creaked open. He stood there, tie undone, hair wet from the rain, looking less like a billionaire and more like a man on the edge of breaking. I froze, expecting him to yell, to fire me for being in his sanctuary. Instead, he just asked, "Do you know how to stop the noise?" I didn't know if he meant the storm outside or the thoughts in his head, but I answered, "Sometimes you just have to let it rain, sir." He laughed then, a dry, humorless sound that cracked the air between us. He poured the second glass and held it out. "Drink with me." I should have said no. I should have ran back to my room and locked the door. But looking at him, I didn't see a boss. I saw a man who was drowning. We sat on the floor by the fire. He told me about the pressure of the legacy, the empty rooms, the lies people told him for money. I told him about my mom, about the fear of losing everything. For the first time in my life, someone really listened to me. The air changed. The conversation stopped, and the silence wasn't heavy anymore. It was magnetic. He reached out and brushed a stray hair from my face as his thumb traced my cheeks. He whispered, "I don't want to be alone tonight." And God help me, neither did I. And then he kissed me. That night was a blur of shadows and firelight, a desperate kind of passion that felt like we were trying to erase the world outside.